if you're new here, my name is Kylie, and I try and make videos every week. However, that has not gone to plan for about a month now, because all I've been doing is working. And while it's nice, I'm making bank, I've also lost track of having a life. But today I have a very rare day off, and with that I am coming back to YouTube. So today I have very uneven eyebrows because I decided to wax them myself. It was not a good idea. One is very much higher than the other, but I'm just going to ask that you don't pay attention to that and instead pay attention to the point of the video, which is to tell you about what I believe you should be bringing to college. Now, I am an upcoming junior in college, and when I was a freshman, I watched these videos all the time. What should I bring to my dorm? And I know it can be really easy to both overpack and underpack. So today I am going to be giving you that sweet spot in the middle with all the essentials. I know that college this year is going to be a little bit different. Mine, for example, I am going back, but I'm going to have a lot of social distancing stipulations. If you are one of those schools that isn't going back, I'm really sorry. I say hang on, hang in there. It's going to get better. I know that we're all going through a really tough time right now, but this video could still be helpful for in the future, hopefully, where we can all go back and get over this crazy time in history. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, the first thing that I think is really important to bring to college is a power strip. So one of these things, they are very cheap at Walmart, Target, pretty much any of those kinds of stores. I think this one was about $15, but you're gonna want a couple of these things. You have a lot of things to plug in. I mean, think about it. You have your phone, you have your computer, you have maybe a TV, lights. So definitely have one or two, maybe even three of these in your dorm. Second of all, I don't have this because I'm a fool. I recommend bringing a first aid kit. So one thing that you don't want is to get, oh, someone texted me. You don't want to get a cut somehow, say you fall. You don't want to have to go across campus to the health center or go down the hall and ask all your friends if they have a Band-Aid. It's just, from my experience, that's not fun. I completely recommend having your own first aid kit with Band-Aids, gauze, medicine, whatever else you would like. It's nice to have all those handy. For example, I broke my toe at college, and I had to go to urgent care and get an x-ray and all that fun stuff, and then I had to go out and get a bunch of stuff for it. It would have been a lot easier had I had that first aid kit on hand. So I had, ibuprofen and tape. You never know what's going to happen at college. I'm not saying that everyone's going to break their toe. I did mine at my cousin's house doing a toe touch. You never know. Life happens. So bring that first aid kit. Third, this is more of a tip. Don't overpack school supplies. So I know it can be really tempting, especially after high school, to go and get a ton of school supplies. It's my most fun time. That didn't make any sense. It was really fun for me to go get a lot of school supplies at Staples, but in my experience, I didn't really use a ton of school supplies. So for me, for example, I used 2 5-subject 5-star notebooks. If you took an AP course in high school, you probably used these notebooks, I assume. But yeah, I definitely recommend having at least 2 of those and a couple folders, and then maybe a pack of pencils and pens and highlighters. And that, for the most part, is all that I use. If you would like other things, like I'm an English-based major, so I don't use a calculator. Obviously, for other majors, there are going to be other things that you need, calculators, rulers, so on and so forth. But basically, yeah, just stick to the basics. Don't get anything crazy because textbooks get really expensive on top of all the other college expenses. So yeah, don't go to Staples and go crazy. Don't underpack your school supplies, but yeah, find that sweet spot. I am getting a lot of Snapchats. Wow.
I'm also talking really fast because I've had a couple cups of coffee today. This is tea.
I'm a fraud. That's another thing. If you're a caffeine drinker, bring a Keurig. I am speaking again from experience. It's gonna be nice to get up and make your own coffee or tea. Definitely, if you don't have one, I recommend splurging on that Keurig machine because it's so much nicer to make your own coffee in your room rather than having to go to the dining hall, especially if you live up north or go to college up north. You don't want to trudge through the snow. That brings me to another point. Bring a pair of boots. Rain boots and winter boots. I cannot stress this enough. I was that person that thought I'm not going to need rain boots. I don't mind the rain. I don't use umbrellas in the rain. I usually just let myself get wet. Whatever. It's weird. But I do recommend bringing a pair of rain boots on those days where, today, it's raining outside. If you don't know, there's a hurricane going through the East Coast right now. So we have some rain. And if I was on campus, I would like to have a pair of rain boots because your feet are going to get soaked and then you're going to be sitting in that 3-hour lecture hating your life, shivering because your feet are soaking wet. You might just have to walk across, a little road, but still, your feet will get wet and it's just not comfortable and it's not fun. So if you do not have a pair of rain boots, I recommend, again, going to Walmart. You can get a pair I got mine for $6. I don't have them with me right now. They're packed away in my college stuff, but bring those. And if you're going to college up north, like I said, bring a pair of snow boots. I would not recommend wearing rain boots in the winter because you will slip and fall on the ice. Again, happened from experience. But yeah, 2 pairs of boots, and don't bring a bunch of really uncomfortable heels. I know it can be tempting. I did that my freshman year. I thought, I'm gonna go to a bunch of these fun parties and wear my heels. It doesn't happen. You wear sneakers. You don't want to be wearing heels at parties. If you bring 1 pair, I think that'll be enough. Don't overpack your fancy shoes. And finally, I say what you should bring is a calendar. Whether this be dry erase or your traditional calendar. I don't know what just happened downstairs. Definitely bring one. It helps you stay extremely organized. And along with this, bring some command strips so you can hang it up on your wall. It's the sticky ones, you know what I mean. It helps you stay extremely organized. You can write down when you have a test. I don't know if I could have stayed on top of everything if I did not write down exactly when my homework was due. And on top of that, you have other things like club meetings, you have just college in general. So write everything down. Everything. That is all I'm going to be talking about today. There are a billion other things, a billion other tips I could give, but that is everything I can think of right now. I'm kind of going off script because I wanted this to be as natural as possible. So, with that being said, I am off. If you guys would like a part 2 to this, I'll probably be back within the next couple of days. I don't have anything going on. So, that being said, I am off, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!